Hey kids, it's Dan from the FMV Archive, and up next, the October 24 released game, Cursed Feed. You might be thinking this is really not an FMV game, and a lot of it isn't, but there is some full motion video in here, so we're gonna count it. It is a spooky game by PlayStage Entertainment. Very short game. You'll find that it's only about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how you play it, but it's definitely creepy. I would save this one for next Halloween if you're waiting for something to play in that month. This one pits you as a paranormal investigator, and you are in this house looking for ghosts. Sure, we've seen it before, but have we seen it in a house that has 4 landlines in it in 2025? I think not. So let's dive right into our 10-point process that we determine if this is a game that you should be playing or not. We'll start off with number 1, look and graphics. Looks pretty good here, to be honest with you. The house looks good. It's set up very well. Everything is bright where it needs to be and dark where it needs to be. This is one of those games where sometimes when it's dark, you can't find stuff in this one, but this one is still pretty good at it. I really liked it. The ghosts in it are sometimes not great looking, but again, I only paid $1.50 for the game, so I'm really not expecting too much. The main ghost in it, the first one that you see, reminds me of Carnival of Souls, if you've ever seen that classic movie. The ghost looks exactly like the ghost in that. Give him a 7 overall for look and graphics. Gameplay, the pros, this is really easy to control. You're just walking around, you're looking at stuff, makes a lot of sense. I love that there's no tutorial on this one. They just jump you into the game. There's also no, I can't press pause and look at the controllers and look to see which buttons do what. And I actually like that. There's not many buttons and there's not many things to do in this game, so I don't need that anyway. So I like the kind of just, you're dumped into this world, figure it out. Give me a little bit of that Don't Starve vibe if you've ever played that game, kind of a survival thing. Really like that they don't tell you anything. You're just in the game. The cons, some of this stuff is not clue driven. Some of this stuff you just kind of need to stumble ass backwards into. If I don't go past this window, I'm not going to see the ghost in the window and I can't progress through the game. So some of that gets a little bit frustrating. The spirit meter that you carry around in the basement is damn near worthless. That thing does not work until you're on top of something. So it's not great for that. Wish it would have given you a little bit more clues to where stuff actually is, because you can get a little bit lost in the basement. But gameplay, not bad overall, 6 for that. Number 3, the story. How good is the story on this one? It's actually pretty good. You're a paranormal investigator. It's kind of like, it reminds me of an Amityville house that you're going into. There's maybe ghosts in there, so you're in there trying to figure out if there is paranormal activity. Also, maybe some child torture in this, the dad testing his daughter, which is creepy, and that gets very good. I enjoyed the storyline. Some of the things are physical and supernatural, but the very ending of the game, not very supernatural. It's kind of weird. It's like, as a person involved in this, you don't know. Very strange with that, but we're gonna give you an 8 overall for the story. Not perfect, but hey, again, it's a short game for $1.50, it works. Number 4, the dialogue. It is incredibly formal in this, and I don't like that they use this voice thing to kind of blur out the guy's voice so it just sounds like a robot. That takes away any emotion. There's also parts in here where he should be scared as hell and he doesn't say shit, which doesn't really make sense. He should be saying stuff. He should be scared. There should be emotions. There should be running out of the house in a few of the things that happen, but there is none of that. So dialogue is a little clunky. It's not very realistic. We'll give you a 4 overall for that. Consequences of your decisions. I'm not going to grade you too hardly for this because we'll give you a 3, but it's really not an FMV game. It's more of an adventure game that has some FMV in it. The ghosts are pretty much all full motion video. There are some videos in there when you're learning a little bit more about the daughter. Not great. It's pretty darn linear. We're going to give you a 3, and those are bonus points just because you're making the effort. Number 6, acting. The voice work is really bad in this. It is D-level voice acting. I think it might have been so bad that's why they put the voice recognition software in there so you can't understand really what he's saying. He sounds like a robot. Not great. I would give it a 3. It's pretty wooden and emotionless this entire time. Number 7, direction. How's the camera work in this one? Does it make sense? Yeah, it sure does. It is very clean. The house is set up very nice. It's very easy to navigate through it. The rooms don't look the same, so you're not getting lost and turning around saying, where the hell am I? I enjoyed that. Sound design's pretty good. When you hear the phones ringing, you can tell how close they are, how far they are away. Enjoyed that. The ghost reveals are very scary. You will jump a couple times in this one. It is totally worth it just for that. We're going to give you a 9 overall in direction. 8. The music is really good in this. It is omnipresent, it is always there, there are stings at the right times, and it really pulls you into the story. This is one of the games that do it pretty darn well, so we're gonna give you a 9 overall for music. Number 9, Inventiveness. Is there anything in this game that you've never seen before? And I'd say yeah. There's no tutorial in this. You don't see that in games. There's always a stupid tutorial. There's always at least, can I see what the controllers are? And you might think that, hey, they're being cheap here, and maybe they were, but it works in their favor because it makes you a little bit more scared and a little bit more on edge because you don't know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. No difficulty, no manual. I really like all that. It is just, again, you're submersed in this world for 45 minutes and it is really well done. So for inventiveness, we'll give you an 8. Number 10, fun. Play this one at night. Play this one at night by yourself and you will have more fun. Maybe even stream it with some of your friends. That might even make it more fun. There are definitely jump scares in this one. I enjoyed it. It is quite fun to play and it moves quickly enough that you won't get bored playing it, even though there isn't all that much to do. Overall, it's fun. Gotta give it an 8 overall for fun. So the final score, 65. That is not the highest score, definitely, that we have done, but it's $1.50. I've said that several times. You get what you pay for on this one, and you will be entertained. The final verdict. Is this something that you should be playing? Yeah, I'd give it. If you like the survival horror type thing, I think you'd really enjoy this. There is FMV, and again, it is limited. It is mostly just the ghost or full motion video. There are a couple other videos in there, but you know, it's mostly an adventure game. So if you're really diehard FMV, you might be a little bit mad at this one, but it's a 65 overall. You'll have fun. I enjoyed it. There's not multiple endings for this. There's just one ending, and it's pretty satisfying. I didn't hate it. I actually thought it wasn't too bad. Didn't make all that much sense, but it's like, hey, it's a horror movie. We gotta end it somehow. So there you have it, Cursed Feed, the only game from PlayStage you should ever play, because their other game that I played is literally the worst game I ever played in my life. We have our review of that up here as well, so please check that out. Otherwise, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a good one.